Hello kind people of YouTube and welcome back to another video. As always, we got a bunch of news to get through, so let's get started with the first article. And that is Spain's central bank issuing a warning against crypto usage, citing lack of regulation. Let's read this, shall we? The Central Bank of Spain has published a warning on its blog regarding the unregulated cryptocurrency market in the country. Although most of the blog post highlights a laundry list of risks associated with making purchases or payments with cryptocurrency, it's quick to point out that the European Union's own understanding of cryptocurrencies is ever changing. Likewise, the Bank of Spain's is evolving too. The Bank of Spain is clear in its warning. Because no laws regarding cryptocurrency regulation have been approved in Spain, any kind of crypto-related companies or exchanges are not supervised or authorized in any way by the bank. The post also warns that crypto platforms are not subject to Spain's Deposit Guarantee Fund, which protects customers' bank deposits up to $100,000 in the event that a bank goes bankrupt. With little to no protection offered up by an existing legal framework, the bank warns that it would be impossible for any consumer to claim their rights in the event that a payment or purchase made with cryptocurrency was to go wrong. And with the market's high volatility and lack of transparency, the bank believes price manipulation is a significant risk. Though Spain has yet to draft its own regulations, the blog post avers that a hard and fast definition of cryptocurrency is elusive, citing the fact that the EU's understanding of cryptocurrency changed twice from 2012 to 2015. The bank asserts that there is no unanimity about the definition, and believes the term cryptocurrency itself can be misleading, suggesting virtual or cryptoactive assets be used as replacements. And this is essentially all we really need of this article. Essentially what we see here is yet another country's central bank running scared from crypto. They are clearly threatened. Of course, the irony of issuing this warning that crypto is unregulated instead of issuing their own proper regulation is not lost on just about anyone who has been paying attention. If the problem with cryptocurrencies is that the market is unregulated, regulate it. You're the local government. That is your job. Your job is to regulate. So this is the latest in a long list of countries that warns its citizens from investing in and trading with cryptocurrencies. And once again, the reasoning for it just does not hold up to scrutiny. If they're worried about manipulation and about volatility, well, we have that in other markets as well. And also, don't treat your citizens like children. We know the risks when we get in on an investment. This just strikes me as yet another country running scared, and this is really showing you the power that crypto has to disrupt the systems currently in place. Because if crypto wasn't some kind of real danger to the establishment, to the established system, they would not be issuing warnings like this. Let's briefly talk Ripple and XRP, because once again they have managed to do a pretty significant funding round for a Ripple-based product. Remittance company Sendfriend has received investments from Ripple, the MasterCard Foundation, MIT Media Lab and Barclays in a funding round, according to a press release published on February 11th. In the round, the firm raised $1.7 million from investors, also including Techstars, Mahindra Finance, 2020 Ventures and 8 Decimal Capital, to develop its remittance service which lets users send money to the Philippines using blockchain. Sendfriend uses Ripple's xRapid product for cross-border payments, converting between US dollars, XRP and Philippine pesos, and circumventing the longer process of traditional banking systems. The press release claims that Sendfriend will feature fees that are 65% lower than the industry average. David Lighton, Sendfriend co-founder and CEO, declared, "This investment will allow us to build out our team, focus on community engagement and marketing efforts." As Cointelegraph reported last month, Sendfriend was among 13 new financial institutions that recently joined Ripple's payment network, RippleNet, bringing the total number of customers to over 200. Okay, at this point, a remittance firm raising funds is nothing special anymore. A Ripple-based one raising funds is nothing special either. But I just want you guys to keep in mind, this is $1.7 million pledged from some pretty major companies for a product directly using XRP. That is not the biggest investment in the crypto space, but it is still significant, and it means all these companies see a lot of potential there. Keep in mind, this is MasterCard, this is MIT, this is Barclays. These are big names. And they all see enough potential in XRP, in xRapid, to fund this company that specifically uses xRapid to carry out its payments. Next up, we have a statement, or rather a discussion within the Bitcoin community about whether another hard fork, or some call it soft fork, should happen in the near future. And there is one side of this I strongly come down on, and you will probably see which one once we start reading this. With the cryptocurrency community divided along several lines, the Bitcoin maximalists, as they are referred to, and those that are loyal to other forks of the coin like Bitcoin Cash and the fledgling Bitcoin SV, often attack each other more than their other rivals. Now the Bitcoin.org and the BitcoinTalk.org co-founder Cobra has come out to state that the top cryptocurrency does not need any contentious hard forks in 2019, running against the sentiments of many proponents who advocate a return to a smaller block size from the increased block size of Bitcoin Cash. Cobra was responding to a tweet from John Carvalho, I don't know, better known in the community as Bitcoin Errorlog, who tweeted in agreement with Luke Dashiell. I'm terrible with names, I'm sorry, I just am. A Bitcoin developer, stating that a reduced block size would give him more confidence, especially with the Lightning Network in full flow. His tweet in full read, "I agree with Luke that the block size should be smaller. I feel more confidence to say it now than that we have Lightning Network making strides. I'll run the soft fork." The Bitcoin.org co-founder was quick to respond to Bitcoin Errorlog, calling any other change in the block size contentious. He added that this change would be especially detrimental given that 2019 is a key year for Bitcoin adoption in light of the incoming institutional interest in the industry. Cobra stated that even if the intention was to reduce the block size, it is nothing but a hard fork, a change to the fundamental structure of the coin. He also stated that if this soft fork is completed, then there will be a breakaway from the established consensus, and the resulting drama and damage will decrease trust in the coin and by extension the entire cryptocurrency community. Yes, listen to this man. This is a smart, intelligent statement. In his own words, "Stop this madness. Last thing Bitcoin needs is yet more contentious forks in this key year for adoption. A soft fork to reduce the block size is a hard fork in all but name. This will split off from the established consensus, cause massive drama, and damage trust in Bitcoin." This is exactly right, and it baffles me that more people don't see this. Every major hard fork of Bitcoin or of a hard fork of Bitcoin, those have all had terrible effects on the market. Those have all severely hurt the Bitcoin brand, the way that people look at Bitcoin. For a lot of people who get into the crypto market, they are looking for the Bitcoin name. And if we keep forking Bitcoin, and if we keep getting more coins that have Bitcoin in the name, that are technically a fork of Bitcoin, so they are technically Bitcoin, they're just not the same version of Bitcoin, that just dilutes the meaning of the Bitcoin name. It attaches the Bitcoin name to inferior projects, to, it's in some cases, outright scams. And it's just baffling that anyone wants more of this. It's just absolutely insane. Now, if you're looking to increase the technology, the underlying technology, which it genuinely is what a lot of people are trying to do here, maybe just go with like any more modern cryptocurrency instead of Bitcoin? Do we really need to further fork Bitcoin? There are plenty of cryptocurrency projects that are technologically vastly superior, objectively superior. Anyone who isn't a Bitcoin maximalist will tell you that. So if you're looking for improved technology, maybe just jump ship to a better blockchain. If you're looking for Bitcoin to keep its place in the markets, to keep its importance in the crypto space, it cannot continue forking. That is the worst possible thing that can happen to it, and I don't understand why more people don't get this. It is just absolutely obvious, it is screaming us in the face that any time a hard fork happens, it hurts the value and image of Bitcoin and the image and trust in the crypto markets as a whole. People don't like this idea that their money gets split into two versions. People don't like this idea when part of the appeal of a cryptocurrency, especially of Bitcoin, is the finite supply. that people can fork it and essentially create 42 million coins out of 21 million coins. That undermines everything that Bitcoin stands for every time you hard fork it. Now, if there was consensus within the community that yes, we are going to run this upgrade, and after that only one fork will continue existing, if there was clear consensus, that would be something else. But every time we risk another hard fork, that means we will likely have at least 2 cryptocurrencies emerge from that. One will carry the Bitcoin name, and one will carry the Bitcoin title with something else behind or in front of it. And that hurts Bitcoin, that hurts each of these projects, that hurts cryptocurrencies as a whole. And at this point, it just strikes me as usually incredibly selfish to advocate this, because usually people are expecting personal profits. If you hold a lot of Bitcoin and it gets forked, you make money, at least in the short term, because you suddenly hold a lot of new tokens of a new cryptocurrency, and the price tends to start high before crashing a bit. So it's just utterly baffling to me that people are even considering, especially in 2019, with so much happening, with so much institutional money set to flow into Bitcoin, it just strikes me as utterly idiotic to be attempting any further forks at this point. Last but not least, Binance is making strides in releasing its decentralized exchange. Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange by adjusted trading volume, is about to release its decentralized exchange Binance DEX for public testing. The firm's CEO Changpeng Zhao tweeted Tuesday that the firm is targeting a date of February 20th for the public testnet release of Binance Chain, the native public blockchain being developed to support the DEX. If you remember, that is what they're switching to from previously having been on the Ethereum blockchain. Last week, in a 45-minute live Ask Me Anything, Zhao provided details of the coming DEX. He said the firm has already given early access to a few selected partners, including wallet developers and blockchain explorers, who will be integrating tools into the decentralized platform. Ledger's hardware wallet, the Nano S, is already integrated, he said, while the Nano X and wallets from Trezor and KeepKey will come on board in the future. So they're getting very good support, like right off the bat here. Binance DEX will be available on all platforms, including Windows, Linux, macOS, iOS, and Android, as per the Ask Me Anything. Binance DEX works very similar to Bitcoin, Zhao explained, so most transactions are transparent, there's no hidden transactions or private transactions. Further, there will be a listing fee of about $100,000 for tokens listed on Binance DEX, a high entry hurdle that he said was set to reduce the number of spam or scam projects. And we don't really need the rest of this article right now. This number is interesting because it is very, very high, but it will almost certainly be worth it, because Binance knows they can afford to charge this much, because Binance is so incredibly important, and their decentralized exchange, which also of course carries the Binance name, will likely be just as important as their main exchange, will carry just as much weight in the crypto world, will have just as much happening on it, and a lot of crypto tokens will desperately want to be listed on there and will pay this high amount. Now, I don't quite buy that this is to reduce the number of spam or scam projects. I feel like a price between $10,000 and $20,000 is probably well above what you need to keep spam and scam projects away. Most of them do not have that kind of money to just willy-nilly spend on being listed on one exchange. This seems more like they're just looking to make a lot of money from listings, but hey, they have that market importance, they have that special position in the market where they can ask for this and where it will be worth it most likely to pay this. So very exciting stuff happening here. I think we can expect this exchange going live relatively soon. And this will be a big move, because this is the first time that a major crypto exchange is launching a decentralized exchange. And this, of course, is running on the Binance's own proprietary coin, which I've told you guys for a while now to look out for, because it's very, very interesting and is getting a lot of very intriguing and very high-profile use cases. And with that, I'm already gonna end this video. Pretty short today, but bear with me, I had a lot of stuff to do. So thanks for watching. If you want to read any of these articles yourselves, links in the description as always. If you want to follow me on social media, links in the description. If you enjoy my content and would like to support me, there's a Patreon link as well as donation addresses in the description, and any donation is very, very much appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with you guys with another video soon.